Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. We are learning meditation on the basis of Kaivalya Upanishad. Thus, this Brahma Vidya, the science of life, is to be understood according to the mantra. And what is the mantra? Second mantra. Tasmai saho vacha pitamahascha Shraddha Bhakti Dhyana Yogad Avaihi. Shraddha Bhakti Dhyana Yogad Avaihi. You should know this Brahma Vidya, this science of life, by means of faith, devotion, and meditation. According to the mantra, by means of faith, devotion, and meditation, Shraddha Bhakti Dhyana. So the statement is very significant. Faith has been described as that faculty of the human intellect by which it can reflect and understand the deeper imports of the scriptural declarations and thereafter assimilate those ideas into the very texture of the intellect. You know, this power of understanding and assimilating new ideas so as to evolve itself. This is called Shraddha. Not only Shastreshu Guru Vakyeshu Vishvasaha, not only faith in scripture and Guru's word, it's an intellectual faculty, intellectual evolution. It's a power of understanding, power of assimilating new ideas. Because Guru will tell something else from scripture, Vaidika scripture. So Vaidika scripture deals with such a thing where our intellect, mind, sense organs can't reach. Atindriya Vishaya Veda. That is why faith is required. What you can see, to know it, you no need to have Vishwas. You no need to have faith or trust, because you can see it, hear it, touch it, smell it, taste it. But where your senses can't reach, there we must have to have some faith and intellect on the preacher. What is the faith? That he has realized the truth. He has known the truth. He can guide me. Thus, essentially, Shraddha is the function of the intellect. It is the power for self-education. Devotion is love. Devotion is love. Directed, devotion is love directed towards a higher ideal whereby the devotee gains an unfoldment, experiences an upliftment, and thus comes to outshine his own capabilities. This is essentially a function of the heart. Heart means, which is the temple of love, is ever in the human heart. So, in bhakti, that ecstasy comes very quickly. I don't know any of you has ever danced in any kirtan or Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. In many organizations, they organize very nice kirtan. A lot of people got ecstasy, but those are not the permanent ecstasy. For permanent ecstasy, you must have to have some knowledge. If faith is the function of the intellect, faith means Shraddha, and devotion or bhakti is the function of the heart, then meditation or dhyanam is an integrated act of both the head and heart. Clear? When the intellectual aspect in our personality nurtured and nourished by the higher ideals, what you can tell faith, and the heart elevated and inspired by its dedication to these very same principles or devotion and function together, then it becomes an act of meditation or dhyana. The prepared head, intellectually moving forward, conquering new possibilities, and the heart endowed with devotion, following at its heels to consolidate the conquest through its identification. This combined action of both the head and heart is called meditation. Clear? So, as a Vedantic student, you should not ask, what is meditation? What is meditation? Today, total idea is getting clear. What is meditation? The declaration of the Upanishads are the best, a vain attempt to define the indefinable. Upanishads are trying to define the indefinable, to explain the inexplicable, to understand the ununderstandable. Since the theme of the Upanishads is the subjective self, which is a realm of experience that lies beyond the frontiers of the intellect. All learned theoretical discussions and shared intellectual comprehensions must necessarily fall short of the subjective experience. Through my eyes, I can see everything else. But whatever you do, without a mirror or reflection, we can't see our own eyes. Likewise, Vedanta deals with the subjective science. Here, subject is Atma only, who is the witness of everything else. The who will witness it? This thing. When Atma is witnessing everything else, then who will witness? Only by intellectual jugglery and understanding, you have to know it. I am that Atma. Knowing is everything, not the realization. Actual God realization means knowing you are Atma. Just think through your intellect. God realization, God realization, God realization. Mother Kali will dance in front of me as it happened to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. That's a one thing, a one state of meditation. But the ultimate realization is only to know I am Atma. Aham Brahmasmi is the ultimate realization. That understanding is the ultimate realization. That abiding in that truth and true nature always is actual samadhi, the actual dhyana. Not I am senseless for half an hour. Someone will sprinkle water. It's a stage of sadhana. Actual samadhi means 24/7 consciousness. I am not the body, not the mind, not the intellect, not the senses. I am that untouched, unborn, untorn, ever unaffected. I am that happiness. I am that existence by which the whole universe exists. I am that consciousness by which the whole universe is acting. I am that happiness. But vaguely we are searching something else which will make me happy. साधो देखो जल में मछली प्यासी. Living in water, if a fish is thirsty, so the thing is, but at the same time, the teacher can instruct and the taught can study only from the level of the intellect. Therefore, the great teacher Brahmaji here in this Upanishad at its very beginning warns the student that this great self-knowledge can be gained not by the usual channel of understanding, but by a special secret technique. Shraddha, Bhakti, Dhyana, Yoga, Avaihi. Shraddha, Bhakti, Dhyana, Yoga, Avaihi. Just try to understand it, feel it, what I told. Faith, love, and sincerity. We are having. It's not a new thing that we have to inculcate. We are having those things. Those who love to cook, when they cook for their beloved ones, it is dhyanam. Even the atheists have faith in their own means of knowledge. Shraddhavan labhate jnana. Maybe that atheists have no shraddha in spiritual teacher or ideals, but he is having shraddha in the material thing, materialistic thing, and he gain it. Shraddhavan labhate jnana. Shraddha with a proper understanding, which makes or which helps us to hold on the ideals, gives us determination. Bhakti is love only. प्रेम नहीं रहने से प्राण भी नहीं. If there is no love, there is no life. And that love comes from the pure heart. That love should be turned over towards the knowledge of truth. Love for the means of knowledge. Love for the teacher who is considered as Guru. When all Vijatiya thoughts, non-conducive thoughts will go away and mind will be calm, single-pointed in a single subject, then it's like Ajya Dharaya. If you put oil or ghee or clarified butter, melted, have you seen how smoothly it comes? Mind will flow in that way. What is Shraddha, Bhakti, and Dhyana? See, new thing every day. Shraddha means Srotavya, listening. Bhakti means Mananam. Shraddha means Sravanam, listening. Bhakti means Mananam. Mananam means reflect on it, or reflect on what we have learned, what we have listened to. And Dhyanam means Nididhyasanam, meditation or contemplation. So, listening or Sravanam with Shraddha, Mananam with Bhakti, and Nididhyasan with Dhyanam. Reflection means repetition in your mind. In Narada Bhakti Sutra, it is told, Tad Vismarane Parama Vyakulata. When your mind will forget for a bit of seconds, there will be something voidness, something missing. That bhava, tad vismarane, parama vyakulata. Seeker will constantly reflect on this subject with an undistracted mind. When there is bhakti or love, then reflection becomes wonderful, great. And what is contemplation? Contemplation means owing up the knowledge. Contemplation means owing up the knowledge, becoming the knowledge. Brahma Veda, Brahmaiva Bhavati. Abiding the knowledge, owing up the knowledge. Maybe we are sitting, stand still, but my mind is active. Mind is very active, going here and there. Some people think that we will not waste our time. How to utilize their time? They put the jar of the milk on the oven, and the oven, they make it steam, and they sit. Suddenly the mind comes, oh, milk is on the oven. That is not the meditation or utilization of time. Meditation is not doing. Meditation is not just undoing also. Then what is meditation? Meditation is just being. Clear? Meditation is not doing. Meditation is not undoing also. Meditation is just being. A very popular terminology nowadays, be mindful. Being mindful is not the meditation according to Upanishad. Because your mind is full of stuff on that time. Awareness is required. Attention is very required. Dhyana or meditation is abidance on your true nature. Swarupasya sahajam bhanam uchyate. Suppose any of us are having the body of male or female. Does it happen every day we get up and we tell ourselves, see, I am a male. I am a male. It's a sahaja bhanam. Constant, effortless knowledge. Nobody reminds us, I am a Purusha, I am a Mahila. So meditation is not a verb. There is nothing to do. That is why meditation is a noun. It's a state of being. That I am that Satchidananda Atma without a second. Clear? Meditation is just being. जिनमें हमारा विश्वास है, अगर वो सिर्फ इमोशनल हो जाए, अगर वो बुद्धि युक्त ना हो जाए, तो विश्वास विश्वास नहीं. जिस प्रेम में बुद्धि का भी सहयोग है, उसे श्रद्धा कहते हैं. विश्वास कोई भावना नहीं, श्रद्धा एक बुद्धि का वृत्ति है. Without Shraddha, there should not be any firm affirmation. If we don't have the firm affirmation on the teacher, there is no use of listening. मन ही नहीं लगेगा. श्रद्धा के सिवा सुनने का मन नहीं. And Shraddha starts from loving and keeping faith in ourselves. इसमें से मन का दृढ़ता बढ़ जाता है. कोई भी काम करने में उत्साह आता है. जहां श्रद्धा ज्यादा होता है, वहां दृढ़ता भी ज्यादा होता है, और बुद्धि का निश्चयता भी आता है. Faith, what is faith? Faith is believe in what you can't see. Faith is the belief in what you can't see. जिनमें भक्ति और प्रेम रहता है, उसमें श्रद्धा हो ही जाता है. और श्रद्धा भी पूर्ण रूप से होना चाहिए. आधा श्रद्धा आधा अश्रद्धा काम नहीं चलेगा. With the love, with the devotion, with the intellectual understanding, anything you do, very easily your mind will be single pointed. Atma va are drashtavyaha, srotavyaha, mantavyaha. That is Guru's Vakya. That you should know. Atma, Atma, Atma. श्रद्धा के साथ श्रवण करो. Do Shravanam with faith. Means do listening to your Guru's word with a lot of faith. Do mananam with Shraddha. Do nididhyasanam with Shraddha. Shraddha means बुद्धि के द्वारा शास्त्र सुनना चाहिए गुरु मुख से, जब तक ब्रह्मन उपलब्धि नहीं होता तब तक दृढ़ रूप से श्रद्धा को पकड़ के. A bird can fly easily if the size of the two wings are same. If one wing is smaller and another wing is bigger, there can't be a sahaja udan. Meditation is the integration of mind and intellect. Otherwise, there should be always a conflict between mind and intellect. मौन और बुद्धि के बीच में संघात शुरू हो जाएगा. भक्ति और ज्ञान का मेलबंधन की जरूरत है. So, this is the thing. I think we have cleared that what is meditation. That which cannot be experienced by the heart can often be comprehended by the intellect in our ordinary life. Scientific theories or economic programs are examples of knowledge that can be intellectually comprehended, even through it cannot be emotionally experienced. But if there be a truth which can neither be physically seen, nor emotionally felt, nor intellectually thought of, it is to be apprehended by an integration of all our existing faculties. This power of apprehension arising out of a combination of all our faculties is called intuition. The harmonized head and heart develop in themselves a power of perfection or perception, which is not the sum total of their faculties. It transcends them, and this power of subjective perception in man is called intuition. So in short, the teacher warns the student that unlike other sciences of the world, spiritual knowledge can't come. Spiritual knowledge can't come through the head or the heart, but it can be experienced only through the faculty of intuition, which is to be cultivated by the student for himself. Hari Om Tat Sat.